Welcome back, everyone. Today we will talk about a man whose prophecies have always excited people's minds, Nostradamus. But first, don't forget to subscribe. Humanity has always been afraid of what is hidden from sight and wanted to know what awaits us ahead. This uncertainty instilled fear of the future, and therefore people constantly tried to find a way to look into the future. One of the most prominent prophets of all time was Nostradamus, or rather, Michel de Nostradame. The texts of his prophecies are written in vague and blurred words, but people are still trying to decipher them, because there are certainly precedents for accurate predictions. And over time, more and more new interpretations of his prophecies emerge, which seem to intentionally give the fate of the truth, but cover it with a fog of uncertainty. In the earliest stories told about Nostradamus, one prophecy stands above the rest. Not about nations, not about empires, but about a king. He wrote of a ritual of honor, two riders, steel and speed, where celebration turns to silence in a single breath. A lance breaks. The crowd freezes, and the throne suddenly feels empty. They say the warning was there the whole time, hidden in a few cryptic lines, written centuries ahead, like a message sealed inside time itself. And when it happened, people didn't ask how it could be true. They asked something far darker. If this was real, what else did he see? Years passed, and the world changed. But the whispers around Nostradamus didn't fade. They grew louder. Because some believe his next warning wasn't about a single death. It was about a man who would reshape Europe, a commander rising from chaos, marching armies, victories that spread like wildfire across the continent. For a moment, it looked unstoppable, like fate itself had chosen a new emperor. And yet, hidden in the same shadowed verses, there's always a second half to the vision. Pride. Distance. A campaign that goes too far. And a winter that doesn't forgive. They say the prophecy wasn't just about conquest. It was a warning about what happens when ambition outruns reality. Because when a conqueror believes he can control everything, history eventually reminds him he can't. And then, the tone of the prophecies shifts. It doesn't feel like a warning anymore. It feels like a shadow moving across a century. Many believe Nostradamus didn't only foresee conquerors, he foresaw a monster, a leader rising through spectacle and fear, a nation pulled into a trance, crowds moving as one, while the world watches, frozen, unsure of what comes next. In the verses, people claim they can see the silhouette of a man, and the opening of a war so vast it would swallow cities and generations. The sky burning, streets turning to ruins, a century stained by ashes. And what makes it truly unsettling is the thought the warning was written long before anyone could imagine it. As if history was already walking into the dark. And after the darkest prophecy, the story doesn't end. Because Nostradamus isn't only about what happened, it's about what people fear could happen next. Look up at the sky, and some swear the signs are already there. Omens, patterns, as if the future is written above us. Then they search for dates, exact years, exact moments, pinning timelines to walls, crossing out predictions, rewriting them again and again. Because the verses never give one clear answer. And that's the secret. Every era reads its own reflection in the prophecies. Kings, empires, world wars, modern chaos. But the future part is where the fear lives. A command center lights up, alerts spread. A world that feels one mistake away from war. The sky turns red over the city, panic in the streets, sirens in the distance. Then the water comes, storms, floods, whole neighborhoods swallowed overnight. And when the ground beneath society cracks, money follows. Markets collapse, screens bleed red, and normal suddenly feels fragile. Power, too, can burn. Even the strongest symbols can fall. So people gather, compare, argue, connect the dots, trying to decide if this is prophecy or just humanity repeating itself. And somewhere in the darkness, the writer's hand keeps moving, as if the next line hasn't been revealed yet. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this cinematic journey, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next story is already waiting.